everyone, it's Keely here for Soy and Shea, and thank you so much for joining me for today's video. I have been sent a parcel. Let's get it open. Okay, so this parcel has been sent to me by Munbyn. Let's get it open and see what we've got. Alright, so let's get in here, and they have sent me 2 of their newest coloured thermal labels for their printer. Look at that one, how gorgeous is that? And then in here there should be another colour. Oh, beautiful, beautiful purple. But this is the one I'm going to be using today. So before I show you what I'm going to do with these stickers, just a little story. Back on the 13th of August 2021, I officially opened the doors to the bricks and mortar store for Soy and Shea, and we are up to the 2nd year anniversary. Now I do actually like to celebrate this day, and I've left this a little bit late this year because, to be honest, things have been a little bit quiet, so I didn't have that same sort of enthusiasm and forward planning for what I was going to do. But we got to the 1st of August and my husband was, well, what are you actually going to do? So I sat down and I had a bit of a think about it, and I now know what I'm going to do. And these labels came just in time for me to actually make these little party packs that I'm going to be giving away during the week where I celebrate my shop-iversary. So we're going to use these rainbow ones because they're just so much fun. And the first thing we're going to do is go and jump into Canva, and we're going to create a label. So the first thing I'm going to do is come onto Canva to do my sticker design, and I'm going to come up to create a design. And whenever I'm doing circle stickers, I like to actually look for the circle sticker on here. Reason being, I could just make a square to the size that I wanted, but when you do circle sticker, you get this circle shape on here, so it just makes it a little bit easier. Now what I'm going to do is up in the design area, I'm going to see if there's any in here that I actually like as a pre-made birthday sticker that we can then alter to do what we want. Now I actually like this one mainly because our stickers have this this fluted edge on it. What I am going to do, because our printer will only print in black and white, or in black, I'm going to change all my white print into black. So I've just selected one, changed it and said change all, so it's changed all of the elements. Now I'm going to do the same with the text, select one, change it to black, and then change all. Now I'm going to get rid of a lot of this heavy background because our printer's not going to print it, and if it does, it's not going to look very good. So we're going to do some little changes in here to kind of get it to what we want. I could have just started with a blank template, but it's just easier and quicker to do it this way. I'm going to start off by saying 2, if it's going to let me. Oops, there it goes, 2 year, let's call it a shop-iversary, because that is what it is. And I'm going to say yes. Now I don't like how heavily curved this is, so if I select it again and we come up to effects, this is where we can actually change the curve. So I'm going to bring it down just a little bit so it's not quite as tight, and I'm just going to bring it up a little too. Now I don't actually want those in here. And I'm going to change this saying here to say thank you for celebrating with us, like my exclamation marks. And I'm actually going to brand this by changing it into my font. I'm quite happy to leave the 2 year shop-iversary like that because it's nice and bold, whereas my logo font isn't. Now I also know this cake, it will print up on the thermal printer in shades of black and grey, but I don't want it there, so I'm going to keep it relatively simple. Let's move that to the center. I'm going to make it a bit bigger just by doing a click and drag, and then I'm going to center it. You can also use the position and center, or you can use these little cross arrows that come up as well. Now down here I'm going to say enjoy a little me time gift
from us. And again, I'm going to change this into my branded font, change that to a capital. Now I do need to put a little image in here, so I'm going to come up to elements, I'm going to say birthday and see what it brings up. We'll see all graphics because that's going to print up nicest. We've got some balloons. I'm looking for very, very simple images. I do like this one here. Is there anything else? I'm just going to have a quick scan through to see if there's anything at all. I do like this cake as well, but I think because we're not going to be serving cake, let's take that out. I think I'm pretty happy with having the little trumpet blowing all of the little streamers and stuff. I'm going to make it just a little bit bigger. I'm going to turn it on its side just a little bit more, so that it's not too caught up in our writing, because it is just going to be black, so there's going to be no definition there. Let's change this. I am going to change that into our black font as well, and I'm pretty happy with how that is looking. I am going to just make sure everything is centered, so we'll go highlight all, go center. In fact, we don't want that one quite centered. Just going to pull that up a little bit. Now, if I was to have this in, say, if I change that into a light grey, it will actually print in a light grey on the printer. So it will print in shades of black. So anything from a light grey up to a deep dark black. A lot of people do ask me if it prints in colour. There are some thermal printers which will print in colour. However, this you need special paper to do it, and this one doesn't have that special paper. So we're going to leave it like this, and I'm going to come up to share. I'm going to say download. I want it as a PNG file. I want a transparent background on it just in case there's anything there, and I'm going to go download. Now, there's been a recent update to Windows. I don't like how it now downloads stuff. It used to bring a bar up along the bar here, and it's stopped that. You can now get your downloads up here. We can see we've got our happy birthday. I'm going to click on the folder so I can see where it is, and I'm going to make sure that I put it onto a place where I can easily access it from both of my computers, which is on my cloud. So there it goes. So now that I've got the design and it's saved on the computer, we are going to print them up onto these labels. Now, I will also just say that when I was initially asked if I wanted to have a try of these labels, I actually thought these rainbow ones were circles, but they're not. They're actually squares. They're a 2-inch square, but that doesn't matter because I think they're still actually going to print up really nice with that circular design. So I'm going to go ahead and use it anyway. Let's go and get this into the printer. So I've got my Munbyn printer set up under my desk here. So we've got the printer at the front and then at the back here. I know it's a little bit dark, a little bit hard to see, but I do have this stand which makes it easier for putting our round labels through. And it comes with this little device here to put the rolls onto, and then it will actually turn, releasing those stickers nice and evenly and doesn't get all jammed up. Now with this one, make sure that your handle is on your right hand side. When you pull the end off, put your labels on so that the stickers, I'll pop this on so we don't drop everything. I'm going to kind of center it up. You put it on so that the stickers are going to come off this way. And then what I'm going to do is just lean into the back of my thing and clip it into the holder like so. I'm going to open up my machine. I actually had my 2-inch circles in before, so this is perfectly lined up. I am just going to push it in just a little bit. You want to make sure that these pieces here are in enough so that this can't wobble too much, but so that you haven't actually squished your label. Once it's in, I'm just going to bring it up to where the green light is, close it down, just give it a gentle push from the back, and it will pull our label through, and it's just doing a bit of a read like that. And now we're ready to print up our label. Alright, so here's our file, and I'm actually just going to open this up. I saved it as a PNG photo. I'm just going to open it up. You don't need any fancy programs to do this. You can really just use Canva. I'm going to come down to print,
and I'm going to go and find the Munbyn printer, and we're going to come down into our paper size, and it should already be set up in your printer because this is a very common size. It is the 2x2 inch. I'm going to click on that one. Now, rather than going and printing all the labels that I want and wasting labels, what I'm going to do is print up one to make sure that it is exactly how I want it to be, and if it is, then we can go ahead and print the rest of them. So let's go print and we'll see what it looks like. Okay, so that is how it is printed up, and this is why I like to do just one, because this is a little bit too high up the sticker for me. So all I've done is, to make it really easy, gone back into Canva, I lowered my image down, re-downloaded, and I printed up a new one, and this one is looking perfect. So now it's time to actually print off all the stickers that I'm going to need for the little gift packs. So that is our labels all printed up. How bright, happy and cheery do they look? These are absolutely perfect for our little birthday packs here. So now it's time to actually put the packs together. I am using some cellophane bags because cellophane actually is biodegradable. And then on the bottom, I have just popped on one of those stickers, and then we're going to pop some goodies in. One of the goodies that will be in will be one of our randomly selected guest bar soaps, and there are 7 in our range. So we'll pop one of those into our little bag here, and we're also going to include one of our lip balms. Now with the lip balms, this is really exciting for me. I have been testing some new flavors, and the flavors that are going to be in these little gift bags are going to be flavors not currently available in our range, but will be coming out in the next few months. So anyone that gets one of these packs will be among the first to try some of our new flavors. So that will go in there. And then we have one more thing that I want to add into our little party bag, and that is a scratchy card. Now, and these scratchy cards are going to have little prizes for people to win as well. Now, to create my little scratchy cards, you could create them in Canva, but you're only really going to be able to do one at a time. And I want to create sheets of them to make it easier. So I'm going to be using Adobe Illustrator to do that. So let's go and create some little scratchy cards. Now, the other thing I'm going to add into these little packs are some scratchy cards as well. So I've actually come into Adobe Illustrator to do this one. I am going to go new file, and I'm going to do this on an A4 sheet of paper. So I'm just selecting my 210 by 297 mil, and we're going to create. First thing I'm going to do is create a rectangle. I want it to be 50 centimeters wide, or 50 millimeters wide, we should say, and 70 high. Now, although I'm using Illustrator, I am not the best person at using it. I can scrape by, so please don't ask me to explain anything too much with it. I have just come over to my text tool, and we're going to start by putting, hopefully, I don't know what that little mark is, let's get rid of it. Come back to the text tool, and I'm going to start by putting in my address, my website address down here, and I'm also going to change the color. Let's come in here to my brand color here, and we will pop that into our square. Let's zoom in on it so people can actually see what I am doing. Next thing I want to do is add my logo up the top. So I'm just going to jump into my little folder here. My computer is ever so slow this morning. I think it's just got way too much going on. Alright, so now that we're in the folder, I'm just going to grab my little image. I want the PNG one, drop it in, and I'm going to resize it. I'm just using my little handle. I hold the shift button at the same time so that it actually resizes proportionately. I'm going to bring it right down in size and into the top here, like so. I do actually have my logo so that both my name and the image is attached, but I tend to just do it separately. The one that they gave to me wasn't very good quality in terms of
how it looks on the screen, so I tend to do it separately. Also means sometimes I need to make my actual logo a little bit smaller and the words bigger. It just gives me that little bit more flexibility. So we've got those. I'm actually just going to center it all together. Next thing we're going to do is write a quick little thank you. I'm going to say thank you for celebrating our 2-year shop-anniversary. And we're going to change that to my other font. So I'll highlight it first. And we'll go like that. And we might center it, bring it down in size a little bit and pop it in there. And we might just add a little bit extra underneath there and say scratch to see what you have won. Now again, I'm going to actually make that just a little bit smaller, not larger, smaller, so it fits. I'm going to bring the wording just a bit closer together as well. And again, I'm going to center it all. That's it. Now we're going to put a little scratchy ticket on here. So I'm coming over to where my rectangular box is, holding my mouse down on it, and then selecting the ellipse tool. And I'm going to make myself a circle, which is 25 mil. It always comes up filled. I'm going to change this over so we've got a light grey outline and so that we don't have colour. And then I'm going to pick it up and drag it into the middle here. Center it all. And then in this one we're going to have various sort of prizes. I'm going to say free, which will change it to 1 free lip balm is one of the things we'll be giving away. Now I will also be doing this online, so underneath I will be saying use code something or other at checkout. This is so people can use it online. I'm not going to say what that code is right now. I've also got to actually go and make them. And then that should be it. So in fact, what we might do instead of doing that and say, if shopping online, use code showing, use code above. And we might actually pop that in there like so. Just going to squish it up a bit. And then what I'll do, make that a little bit bigger. And then just because I want to show you, I will end up doing something like, if we say code lip balm, that's not the code, I can tell you that, so don't try putting that in the website because it won't work. So then I'll do something like that. I'm going to have a few other specials as well, 10% off and stuff like that. What I'll do is just copy. We might do maybe a handful that get a free lip balm. What else will we have? Whoops. Position that on the screen there. We might say 10% off your next purchase. And again, there'll be the code that people can do. So I'm going to get on with making these, and then we can start putting our little birthday packs together. Alright, so now that I have got all my cards done up, yes, this side is blank, they're all facing me because they do have online discount codes on them as well. So anyone who actually orders online, or maybe you've popped in store because you were in the area and actually live away from the shop and need to order online, you'll still be able to claim your prizes online. I've got things on here, we've got lots of different prizes. There's things like free lip balms, free melt blocks, free candles. We've even got things like free body sprays. So you actually select what you want, you use the code, and it takes
the price value of your order for that particular item. I've also got some discount codes in here, like 10, 15 and 20% off. And then there are two big prizes on here as well. The first one is a $50 off your next purchase, whether you're online or online or in the store. And then the other big prize is a 1-year subscription to our Pamper Club, which saves you 15% off all of your future orders. Plus you also get bonuses like a welcome Pamper pack and birthday packs and lots of other goodies along the way. Now, with all of these prizes, they will all have to be claimed by the 30th of September. I can't extend it past that time. So that does give people 6 weeks to actually come back in or order online to claim their prize. But what we actually have to do with these now is get them cut up and turn them into scratchy cards. Okay, I have finished cutting out all of my little cards. Now I could actually just take my card and put it straight into the little party pack and seal it up, but Scratchies are so much more fun. Most people like a Scratchie. I know a couple of people who don't. And also the other reason I actually want to turn these into a Scratchie is so that I can't be accused of giving specific prizes out to certain people, because I won't be able to see what's on each of these cards. And to turn these into Scratchies is super easy. In the description box, I have left links to where I have got these little stickers from, and these are Scratchies. You can see that one there. I have started to scratch the thing off there. Reason I did that is you often see reviews on these Scratchy stickers that say that they don't scratch off, but I actually saw a video of someone with a rather negative review, and they were using their nail on a soft surface. It's like, of course it's not going to scratch off. You need it on a hard surface with a coin. So ignore some of the reviews that you say or that you see. They do work. They do scratch off. And all you do is you take your little sticker. Let's do it down here so it's a bit easier. So you're going to take your little sticker from off here, grab your card, and this is why I made my circles to the right size so I can line my sticker up. And voila, we have a fun scratchy card to go into our little gift bags here. So I'm going to go through and put my little sticker over the top of all of these so that I don't know what's on each of these and people can have a little bit of fun. Okay, so now I have got all of the stickers on my cards. I gave them a really good mix up to make sure that they are really randomly selected out of here. What I'm going to do is grab myself a little card. I'm going to pop it into my little pack here. I'm going to take my little sticky off the back, and then we're going to fold that over and seal it up. Okay, so there is our little party pack all done up, ready to go out in orders. So these will be automatically included in any online orders from the 13th of August. And from the 16th of August, when the shop reopens, they will be included in any purchases which are over $10. Now, I do only have a very limited amount of these, which I will be making up. And once they're gone, they are gone. And I suspect most of these will go on that Wednesday, the 16th of August, because Crazy Day is always really busy in here, and it's the day that I see a lot of customers coming through. So if you do want to make sure that you are getting one of these and you can't make it on that Wednesday, place an order online and select pickup, and you'll get one in your order to be picked up later on in the week.
So I absolutely love this. This rainbow sticker is absolutely gorgeous, and I think that this is going to be really nice to use with my other business, Pimp My Soap, as well, because that is all about color and rainbow. So absolutely love this. Can see so many uses for it. If you're interested in this particular label, or even the lilac one that they have sent through, or any other color as well that they do, there are links down in the description box which will take you to Munbyn and show you these labels. So I hope you've enjoyed coming along with me as I put together my little party packs. If you did, why not leave me a thumbs up, any comments down below, and until the next video comes out, I hope you have a great one, and I will see you then. Bye.